Hi guys, and welcome to another Guild Wars 2 video. Again, we will be entering the Fractals of the Mist, and today it will be the Cliffside Fractal, which involves a giant colossus who is chained to a mountain, and we have to release this guy. The first thing you encounter when entering this dungeon is a sort of boss, the legendary Arch-Diviner. This will also be the final boss for this dungeon, but you have to encounter him as the first creature you encounter and as the last. He will summon black circles on the floor. If you stand in those, you will get lots and lots of debuffs, killing you pretty quickly, so stay out of there. My park didn't really took care of that, so they died quite a lot, and I had to pretty much take this boss down with only one teammate, which was a guildie of mine. But other than that, just stay out of melee, grab out your bow, and stay out of the black circles. When you got this boss down, he will drop a hammer. You have to pick up this hammer, because this hammer introduces the key mechanic to this dungeon. You need this hammer to break seals. The hammer has 3 attacks, all of those deal damage, but once you kill something with the hammer, you will unlock a 4th attack, which will damage a seal. Those glowing circles are seals, and you have to break all of them. But you can only do that when you sort of charged the hammer by killing someone, and then use the 4th attack to strike the seal. The downside here is that every time you equip the hammer, a debuff will grow on you, and once you have 30 stacks, you will get knocked down. Once you get 40 stacks, you will die. So you have to make sure that you don't get those stacks. So every now and then you have to drop the hammer, and someone else should pick it up. This is very important, that you have some teamwork in your team, that you have that you talk about who's carrying the hammer and when it's going to drop, because you need the hammer in this entire dungeon. The rest of the dungeon is climbing up, and as you just saw, you can fall down and you will die. And the main tip I can give you here is take your time, because there will be these heads that are blowing wind at you. Once you get caught in one of those wind gusts, you will be thrown off and will be thrown into the deep. So be careful to where you walk, look around and look out for these gusts of wind. Just take your time and you should be alright. And make your way up, because that's basically it. You start at the bottom and you make your way up. Along the way you have to kill those seals, and once all seals are released and the final boss is down, you will be releasing the colossus. So once you made your way up, here's another seal. This one is the chest seal. It's pretty much the same. Someone should use the hammer to kill something, then use the 4th attack to kill the seal, while there are AoE fire things on the floor, so you have to avoid those. The rest of the team pretty much should kill the adds as well, because the faster the adds go down, the earlier the one with the hammer can use the 4th attack. Notice though that you have to keep switching the hammer, because if you get too many stacks you will go down and you will die. So this can be pretty annoying. So pick up the hammer again if you got the seal down, and move towards the next sets of seals. Again, when walking, switch the hammer every now and then. It gets a bit harder to go up, because well, basically the path is not as graceful as it was before. So make sure you do not fall off, because if you fall off, you have to start a long way down again. You have to make your way back up, which can be quite annoying. So be careful here, stay on the path, take your time is the most important tip I can give you. Here we are at the next seal, which is one of the arms. There are 2 arms in total, and these ones are a bit different, because every time you strike the seal, it will be shielded, like you see now, this purple shield. And the other seal, the other arm, will be available for striking with the hammer. So you have to move towards the other seal, where are some adds as well. And you can just go there through that cave we just went through, hits the seal, and another shield pops up, which means that the previous arm where we were at does not have the seal anymore. So you just keep on moving back and forth between these 2 seals. When the seals are not being hit, they will heal slowly over time, so it may take a little while. But other than that, just keep hitting, keep alternating between seals, keep hitting the seals until they go down, and eventually you get both seals down. From this point on, you don't really need the hammer anymore, because the final boss will drop his own hammer. But first we have to do this jumping puzzle thingy. Notice the exploding pieces of light on the path. If you get hit by one of those, you will be thrown off. So again, take your time. There are some safe spots, as you can see. Just make your way up. Do not get hit by the explosions, because they will throw you off. Take your time, look for a safe time to move, and then just go. So we all made it up. I've still got the hammer, but I don't really need it anymore. And this is the final boss. It's time for the legendary Archdiviner once again. He basically is the same. Although he drops his hammer again, but only when he's stunned. His attacks are the same. You will summon black circles, and they do lots and lots of debuffs on you and damage you over time. So try to avoid those at all costs. Other than that, just try to DPS him down. If meleeing gets too hard, just take out your bow and start attacking him from a ranged perspective. Every now and then he gets stunned for quite a lot of time. During this stun he will drop his hammer, and well, then he will also spawn an ad. Again, you have to pick up the hammer, kill the ad with it to unlock the 4th attack, and break the seal with it. You have to do this, I believe, in total 3 or 4 times. This is the final seal. So we're just DPSing the boss right now to get him to a level where he gets stunned. It can take a while. Most importantly, just dodge the AoE attacks he does on the floor. Other than that, just DPS him down. He is stunned now. Someone picked up the hammer. On the right is Ned. He goes down now, so the 4th attack is unlocked, and there goes the 1st attack on the seal. Just repeat the whole process. This part is the same as the last part. Just repeat, DPS him down until he gets stunned. Pick up the hammer, kill the ad, and use the 4th attack on the seal. In the final phase, however, he will start doing some different stuff, and he will teleport you into a cage. Let's see, it should be anywhere around here. But once you're teleported into a cage, like now, just DPS the cage down. Use some AoE attack. When you have a bow equipped, it can be a bit hard, so ask your teammates to assist you, but just DPS the cage down. He does that a lot. And the funny thing here is that the cages that you destroy will not close again, so if you're teleported into the same cage twice, you can just walk out of there. Anyway, so the boss is almost down. Here's the final attack on the seal. The seal goes down, and that was pretty much the dungeon. Now there is a secret achievement that you can get, taking a bow. You will see a short cinematic where this colossus that we saved rips out of his confinements and takes off into the distance. But before he disappears, he will make his final salute to us. The most important thing here is to do a slash bow movement. So type slash bow and hit enter. After that, he himself bowed to us. So he bows now, and in response we bow to him, and we get the take a bow achievement. So I hope this guide was useful. Say goodbye to this colossus, and I hope we'll see you next time in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.